Assalamu wa rahmatullah. Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just about to start. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Amma ba'd. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من يأخذ عني هؤلاء الكلمات فيعمل بهن ويعلم من يعمل بهن فقال أبو هريرة رضي الله عنه قلت أنا يا رسول الله فأخذ بيدي فعد خمسا وقال اتق المحارم تكن أعبد الناس وارض بما قسم الله لك تكن أغنى الناس وأحسن إلى جارك تكن مؤمنا وأحب للناس ما تحب لنفسك تكن مسلما ولا تكثر الضحك فإن كثرة الضحك تميت القلب رواه الترمذي. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, who will learn these words from me, act upon them, or teach these to others who will act upon them? Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu said, O Rasulullah, I will. He held my hand and counting 5 characteristics said, avoid the forbidden, you will become the greatest worshipper. Be satisfied with what Allah has granted you and you will be the richest of men. Be kind to your neighbor, you will be a true believer. Choose for others what you like for yourself, you will be a Muslim. And do not laugh excessively, for excessive laughter deadens the heart. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, who will learn these words from me, act upon them, or teach these to others who will act upon them? Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu said, O Rasulullah, I will. He held my hand and counting 5 characteristics said, avoid the forbidden, you will become the greatest worshipper. Be satisfied with what Allah has granted you and you will be the richest of men. Be kind to your neighbor, you will be a true believer. Choose for others what you like for yourself, or love for your others what you love for yourself, you will be a Muslim. And do not laugh excessively, for excessive laughter deadens the heart. So in order to become the most devout and the greatest worshipper, one might do a lot of ibadah, but he might nullify the benefits and the effects of that ibadah through the haram that he commits. He will lose the value of whatever he did by negating it. It's like a person, he is filling a bucket with water, but just as he keeps on filling it up, he keeps on piercing holes on the bottom. What remains in his bucket? Not much. So if a person wants to maintain water in his bucket, what must he do? Even if he is not filling it up with so much water at a time, but he does not make any holes on the bottom. So whatever little water he has collected remains with him. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, stay away, fear, avoid the things which are forbidden. You'll become the most devout worshipper. And secondly, be satisfied with what Allah has granted you and you will be the richest of men. And this is the definition, or this is how ulama have explained jealousy. The jealousy is that a person, he is not content with what Allah has destined for him. That's why he's looking towards other people's things, and he's wishing that he had those things. And he's wishing that that person did not have those things. How come Allah gave this to such and such guy? He was not befitting of it. And look at me, I'm such a good guy, I'm this and that and this and that, and how come it hasn't come my way? But be content with what Allah has given you. Be content in terms of, possessions, in terms of position. Whatever it might be content. Alhamdulillah, Allah has given me so much. Alhamdulillah. So when a person is content with whatever he has, he will become the richest of people. He's not going to be concerned about attaining more and more. Be kind to your neighbor. This hadith is brought under the chapter heading of Ikram al-Muslimin and the rights of the Muslims. So to be kind to the neighbor. So specifically to our Muslim neighbor, but even to our non-Muslim neighbors. And this is, when our elders tell us Ikram al-Muslimin, they tell us Ikram al-Muslimin because giving everyone their rights is the baseline. To give everyone their rights, whether they're Muslims, whether they're not Muslims, whether they're dogs, whether they're whatever they are, we have to give them their rights. How many times we've read this hadith about the unchaste woman who she saw a dog, a thirsty dog, so she went and she got some water for him, and through this Allah forgave her. So even to the extent for animals, a person, he is mindful of their giving the rights of animals. This can be a means of his salvation. So everyone across the board, we should be giving them their rights. Now, when we talk about ikram means to give that little plus plus. When Allah has given the Muslims a little plus plus by having given them iman, and we should also give them a little plus plus. Not that you oppress anyone. It's not permissible to take anyone's right. No one. But for the Muslims, you give them a little plus plus. For love for your brothers, what you love for yourselves. Love for people, what you love for yourself. So this should always be a quality of the believer. That he loves for others what he loves for himself. And what is the greatest good that a person would want? It's not money in this world. And it's not the fancy cars of this world. What a person should really want is the eternal salvation of Jannah, which can come through Iman. So a person should love this Iman for everyone else. He should be desirous. He should be looking, how can my neighbors around me, how can the people around me be blessed with this Iman just as I have it? Allah's treasures are not limited. Our means, our money, our resources are finite. As for Allah, no, they're infinite. Allah creates and He gives as much as is His status. Allah gives and gives and gives and gives, and we cannot imagine how much Allah gives. So we should want everyone to be able to benefit from the treasures of Allah, from the mercy of Allah, from the infinite bounties and infinite treasures of Allah. It's not a question of controlling everyone and making everyone just like us. Rather, it's a question of us wanting them to have this great treasures, because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that want for the people what you want for yourself, and he said you will be a Muslim. A person will become a true Muslim when he reaches this level that he actually wants for them. Not the little dinky things of the world that, I got a Hot Wheel car, I want this for everyone. Like, Hot Wheel, what does that mean? Does it make you big? Does it make you powerful? Does it give you salvation? Iman is the real thing. So we should want this Iman for everyone. And lastly, do not laugh excessively, for excessive laughter deadens the heart. Excessive means a lot, too much. Just kind of like we were laughing a little too much in the car yesterday. Yesterday we were going for a ride and we're just joking around with the kids. We're talking about the doggy prevent the virus from attacking the human. Joking around. So we had a nice laugh. But yeah, in moderation. It distracts us from the real things. May Allah give us tawfiq to bring our life unto His commandments and to bring all of these things into our lives, to stay away from haram, so that we protect whatever, we preserve whatever we have in our dealings with people. الله كفال فاستوفيق إن شاء الله. سبحان الله بحمده سبحانك الله وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله.